Happy Monday. I'm here today to go through my weekly weigh-in results. I'm here with my dog. This is Gracie. She's 16 years old. She's my baby, and I have her here for a reason. We'll talk about that later. Yeah, big yawn. I understand. I love her. She's been with me since she was 7 weeks old. She's been spoiled. So, anyways, on to my results. So I weighed myself this morning and I'm only down 0.2 pounds. But I have to take a look at the other body composition results. So when I take a look at everything, my BMI did come down slightly. My fat-free body weight went up by 0.4. So my question is, where is that 0.4? What did I gain? So I did gain another 0.2 of muscle mass, and I'm so happy I gained another 0.2 of bone mass. So fantastic. I'm so happy about that. My basic metabolic rate increased ever so slightly, just by 2 points. Unfortunately, my metabolic age is still 62. I'm assuming it's going to take forever to get that down. So in conclusion, I was kind of thinking, only 0.2, that's not very good. And I'm not panicking or anything. It's good. I didn't gain weight. But when I take a look at everything put together from my body composition scale, even though I lost 0.2, I gained 0.4 pounds between the muscle and the bone. So that would mean my fat loss was actually 0.6 pounds. So I lost a little over a half a pound of fat. So I'm happy with that. But initially I was, I'm kind of a bit of a perfectionist. And so my first thought was, okay, wait a minute. I lost like 3 pounds, 3 pounds each week the last 2 weeks. So why am I suddenly only losing 0.2 of a pound? So I dug in and did some research and read several articles and came up with a little list of reasons why possibly on the carnivore diet you may not lose weight. And I'm not going to go crazy over each one of these, but I at least want to be aware so that I can keep in mind during the week where I might have to improve. So it could just be my body adapting. So I'm not worried about it, but my perfectionist mind wants to solve the problem. Not that it's even a problem, but in my mind, that's where I go. It's a problem. So one of the main reasons given for not losing weight on the carnivore diet is that you're too early into the diet. I've kind of written this one off because the first 2 weeks I already was losing weight. So I'm not too worried about that. It could be from excess caloric intake. I could be eating too much. I could be getting too many calories. I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye on that. I'm not ready to go digging into calorie counting. I just don't want to go there. The recommendation was to keep a food diary. That may be great for other people, and it may be that I do that in the future, but right now it's just way too early to be burdening myself with a food diary. I'm not ready. It's only one little, it's not even a setback. So I would think I would have to plateau and maybe be gaining weight, gaining actual fat for a couple weeks before I started to dig into keeping a food diary and counting calories. So I'm not even going to go there right now. Third, lack of physical activity. Yeah, I'm not active. In fact, this past week I've been more sedentary than usual. I did exercise one day and was proud of myself for doing that. But I've noticed that my inflammation's a little higher this week. And so I've been more sore and my face is a little redder. So possibly a little more inflammation. Maybe some things I'm eating. I haven't been eating as much beef, eating more chicken. So maybe that the chicken my body's not happy with the chicken. So we'll see. That's something for me to keep in mind. But lack of physical activity, there's a root cause, and I think it's inflammation, and I think it's also fatigue. So fourthly, possible inadequate water intake. That could be a reason too. I have a tendency not to drink enough water. So I'm going to keep in mind this week, make sure I'm drinking my water. Stress could be an issue. We're all under stress, but I don't really feel like this week my stress has been any more than usual. So I'm not going to worry too much about that one. Number 6, poor sleep. Honestly, I think this is the biggest culprit for me, and which is why I have my sweet little girl Gracie here. So I have severe sleep apnea, and so I have an app that keeps track of all the metrics around my sleeping. And so I took a look at that app this morning, and this little one gets me up at least twice a night. She is 16, she's old, her kidney function is barely kind of borderline starting to, go into early stage kidney disease. And she has been getting me up. One night this week, she got me up 3 times. So I'm suspecting that this little one is the culprit, that my quality of sleep is not good. I'm noticing also that I'm having more days where I'm getting under 7 hours of sleep, and it'd be best to get somewhere between 7 and 9 hours of sleep. Another factor may be as well that my husband's work schedule changed. It changes every 3 months, and he has 2 nights a week where he doesn't get home until 11:30 at night. And so those 2 nights I stayed up really late. So I may have to tell him I just can't do that. And the other 3 nights he's at home in plenty of time, but he gets up really early. So he's up like 4:30 in the morning, and very often I will wake up when he's up. So sleep is changed this week. So I think that between the dog and my husband's new work schedule, I'm going to tackle the sleep issue as my project for this week. Yes, I'll keep track of my water, make sure I'm drinking enough water, try to increase my physical activity, maybe focus more on beef than chicken. But sleep is going to be it for me, because I know that if I don't get enough sleep, I'm a wreck. It affects everything. I'm tired, so I don't want to exercise. I'm tired, so I don't want to prepare food, so I just grab stuff. When this little one is getting me up in the middle of the night, I found that I'm going and grabbing a beef stick and dipping it in the cheese spread and eating it in the middle of the night. So I can't be doing that anymore. And I wasn't doing that before, but for some reason this week, that's what I've been doing. Maybe I'm not eating enough for dinner because I just don't have the energy, to prepare food. And my husband's not here as much. His last work schedule, he was getting off like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon. So he was here every evening, and he was really helping a lot with dinner. So that has changed. So anyways, that's it. That's the update for this week. I'm just not going to let myself get discouraged. I'm going to tackle what I think the problem is, and then we'll check in again next week and see how, see if I'm seeing any improvement, or if I'm still plateauing, or if I'm possibly gaining weight. So we'll find out. Hi, Gracie. Yeah, I love you. I may actually give her a sleeping pill tonight too. See if that helps. The vet did give me some sleeping pills, so I'm not going to give her a human one. I'm going to give her a little doggy dose and see if that will help her stay asleep through the night and let me get more sleep. So anyways, that's it for today. All right, bye-bye.